Biggest breach we've heard of, the Marriott Starwood. You and I were talking about it before we went live, and you said you didn't know much about it. But here you are, you're talking about something you probably did in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. You were doing IT security due diligence for mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Marriott and Starwood dropped the ball there, or do you feel like this was something, do you feel like maybe the hack was so sophisticated that they weren't able to really recognize it?
Well, if you do a lot of studies on the breaches that happen, some of it were caused by mergers and acquisitions. Companies buy companies, and as they merge them into their network, security is an afterthought. So when you announce that you're going to buy company A, what a lot of the nation's state hackers do, or cyber espionage do, is that, hey, there's a chance for us to get in there through this company. So let's go hack this company that you're buying. That takes 6 months to a year process, right? And in the meantime, I could infiltrate the company, be on the network. When you merge, I now have an access pathway to your network, which would be much harder if not for that company that you just bought. So, that's just one of the attack vectors that you see out there. I think Anthem was one of those victims.
Well, there's an interesting piece about Starwood and Marriott was that Starwood reported a breach right before the merger began. They just said, hey, we had 100,000 file, customer data compromised, and they said they treated it and got it out. And now in retrospect, you look at it, and again, I'm not advocating, and I'm not saying they're to blame. There's a lot of chatter out there that, merger and acquisition, cyber due diligence has to be better, has to be more important, has to be whatever. But it's just interesting to hear you say, hey, I was doing it in 2000.
Right.
Right.
So, well, it's in the 1990s then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the focus was more about it's the reports of the data, the financial data is right. It's the inventory system showing the right records of inventory, because that's money, that's value that they're paying for. I think that's the part where we kind of focus on back in the 1990s.
The CyberHub Engage podcast is sponsored by CyberHub Academy. CyberHub Academy are cyber business operation experts, helping any size business operationalize cybersecurity within their organization, whether it be tabletop exercises, security assessments, or building a cybersecurity strategy. For more, go to cyberhubacademy.com.